Nice.
Indeed.
Okay.
I think I'm done tempting fate. I don't want to die, so I think
So-
that's all I want for equipment.
Last, don't you like need typical businessman stuff?
Oh yeah, like
Typical.
contacts.
Maybe a
and
briefcase full of I don't know, business cards and some
Yeah,
stuff
oh,
for
yeah,
right
good
and like where you keep your schedule and what have you.
cards. Oh yeah, good point. Oh boy.
Sometimes he does.
Yeah.
And you can add
alright.
you can add your special die to it if you want.
Sweet. So it's this red thing here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just write down business briefcase.
That. And a 5.
Okay, a 5. Yeah, you got your briefcase full of business stuff and high quality equipment in there. Yeah, you're good to go.
All right, that's it. That's all I want.
I'm gonna write down quality briefcase, not high quality.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so you got all your stuff?
Yes. I've got all my
Okay,
stuff.
cool. Also, I have like this funny tidbit to tell you. You know what role I ask for when you want to attack something with your fancy cane?
Athletics.
Yes, athletics. But you
Doesn't
know
matter.
what? Because you rolled so high, I'm gonna allow you to for this one. I'm gonna allow you to use your talent die as well, but only with that weapon.
Okay,
Okay.
that'll do.
All right then. Then I think, gentlemen, we are ready to get started. So, it's let's say a week after your last job at the local opera house, where you took care of the ghost of a deceased opera singer. And yeah, your job was very successful, so you got quite a bit of money. So you're probably now thinking of what to spend all that money on. And yeah, probably some of you have already made some orders. I know, like,
Oh, yeah.
Randy really wants some of those occult books on eBay, so yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you got probably have a lot of ideas. So we're gonna actually start off with like a regular day at the office. So what are you two guys doing? Oh, and besides, you haven't seen Simon very often because he apparently needs counseling after his last ghost encounter.
What a wuss.
Randy is training in his dojo.
Oh, so you're not
John.
there.
No, he's training in the small dojo part of the headquarters.
There's no small dojo
It-
part.
No,
Well,
we
he
don't have that.
set up like a training dummy in there. That's all.
Or you could just be training in the backyard.
That okay? Yeah, I'm training in the backyard.
Yeah, Grandma doesn't mind. As long as you're not called Randy, she doesn't mind. If you're called Randy, then she minds everything you're doing.
Exactly.
And you always smooth talk her and what have you.
Oh yeah. I don't know how.
Grandma's
but
very
I
susceptible
do.
to flattery. Okay, Jason, what are you doing?
He was tweaking the ghost shredder, and
Okay.
meanwhile he's ordering some books.
Okay.
Or ghost
Yeah, you're,
apparitions.
let's say you're collecting some ectoplasmic residue that's still that are still hanging on the wall because it like flew all over the place.
This would be so disgusting if this was actually blood. But it's just
Nico, do
ectoplasmic.
you know how they get rid of ghosts? I don't know if they've told you.
No, I don't actually.
They have a ghost shredder. So last time they grabbed the ghost and they shucked it into the shredder and it got shredded into ectoplasm. There was a lot of screaming involved.
Oh.
Imagine you put an animal in a blender.
Whoa, that's harsh.
Yeah, they're rethinking using it. I think
that's like
by next time you're gonna have to remodel it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was kind of gruesome last time.
you don't say.
It was like
Yes, but he
ectoplasm
powers the headquarters.
flying all over the place, which is why I'm saying he still has to like scrape it off the walls because it flew all over the place.
And that's why he says can you imagine if this was actually blood? That would be really gruesome.
Yeah, it's like a week later and you're still cleaning up the mess.
But still, he's got all this ectoplasmic goo, so he's very
That's
happy.
true. Okay.
It was a very big lady, so yes.
Yeah, it's true. It was big lady. So everybody's doing their stuff when suddenly there is a ring at the doorbell, and the person at the doorbell is a guy with a briefcase who wants to sell you some stuff. It's your best friend Stefan Daniels.
Get a real job, man.
So Nico, you're at the door, but oddly enough, you're not there to sell. Or are you?
Am I indeed? Yeah, you can see him like when you open the door. Like
So
looking
there's
through
like
his
a,
smartphone.
probably a fancy car parked on in front of the house, and
Let's say it's not overly fancy. Let's say it's not overly fancy actually. Let's just say it's a fine car, but it's not super expensive.
okay. So Grandma Steven opens the door. There's this really really old and really skinny lady with like gray hair tied like into a bun, the back of her head, wearing an old-fashioned flower dress, and she looks like she should have been dead 30 years ago, but yet she's still alive and kicking. She looks really old. She had really a lot of wrinkles, like her entire face is wrinkles. And
Wow.
she's like holding a cat as she black cat as she like opens the door, and she goes like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
He takes a few steps back, but recoils.
I'm doing a voice wrong. Randy! Randy! Ah, there you go, that's the voice! Okay, continue.
He kind of like staggers back, but recoils pretty quickly. And then he's like, holds out his hand into a handshake and goes, "Good day, Mr. Stevens.
Hello!
I was wondering if Randy was here."
She looks at your hand suspiciously. Oh, you're one of Randy's friends! Well, you can find him in the basement like usual!
May I, that is wondrous. Would you mind if I came in?
She looks at you suspiciously. You're not gonna try to sell me anything, are you?
He chuckles a bit. He chuckles a little bit and goes,
Except for a coffin? No! Just let him through, Grandma!
Shut up, Randy! I'm trying to talk here!
Shut up and let him in!
You shut up! You're living under my roof! You're gonna follow my rules!
Hey, dude. Alright, listen. It's not nice to talk to your grandma like that. Grandma, do you have any of those taquitas you were making before?
Sure thing, honey. I'll bring some later.
Thank you very much, Grandma. I love you. By the way,
And she looks at Stefan, and she's like, okay, I guess you can come in, and she gets out of the way, petting her cat.
The man smiles politely and steps past. "Thank you, Mrs. Stevens." And then strides downstairs with a rather, I wouldn't say pompous, but with a step that somewhat resembles arrogance. Like he carries with him this.
He's strutting.
Yes.
That's what you call that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, by the way, if you want, you can try to improve, because you haven't played the game before, so I'm explaining. You can try to improve Grandma Stevens' attitude towards you.
Oh, cool.
You wanna...
Yeah, Mr. Face. I thought you would have thought of that.
Because that's kind of what John did last time by he started flattering her, and that's why she reacts more positively to him.
Okay, I'll have to make sure that something akin to that is done. That was horrible English. I'll see to it that something is done about that.
So you want to do that now, or you're gonna say that for later?
I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay, so you head downstairs, and actually the basement is actually a pretty big house. So the basement's actually pretty big. It's a basement made up out of multiple rooms.
Yes, it's one of those old mansions with a big ass basement.
It's not really a mansion; it's just a big house. It's like you wonder how like a lady like Mrs. Stevens like got her hands on such a big house, because she doesn't really look wealthy.
All right. Yeah, it makes it quirks an eyebrow at that.
There's probably I think Dre's probably the doors are like marked, so you can know where the office is and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, let's agree on something.
Yes.
Nico, your character has like worked with John and Simon before. Randy is like probably new to him, but when they like worked together as like the first, Richard came up with this. He like said like the first mission the Night Catchers, which is the name of the team, the Night Catchers worked on was like dealing with a vampire, right, Richard?
Yes, sir.
And the other guy you mentioned is obviously Stefan. So yeah. You know those guys, you just haven't been in this place yet. You know they were looking for a headquarters, but you were imagining something a little more glorious than this. But yeah, luckily you probably can help them with that.
Yeah, he's like, like, in his mind, he's like, what a dump. Is how we're gonna represent ourselves?
It's not really a dump, it's just a basement. That's not a good place of business. How are you going to invite customers here?
Yeah. Alright, I assume he makes his way into the office.
Okay.
Still looking around somewhat.
Dude,
No,
let's
what's
say-
your stab? Ectoplasmic residue everywhere.
No, Dre's, that's in the generator room.
Yeah, just yelling it out.
Yeah, actually at the moment there's nobody in the office, but you heard somebody yelling from the room marked as generator room.
The man perks his eyebrow. Not entirely convinced going there is a good idea, but he goes regardless.
Yeah, you open like the office door and you see all kinds of used equipment there. You see like a computer standing there with like an old-fashioned bulky monitor, for instance.
Right. Or actually, let's make it so that when he walks over to the generator room, he kind of opens the door and peeks his head in, like, what's going on in this place?
Yeah, Dre's, describe what you're doing.
You can see my character just literally mopping up the floor, walls, ceiling, what's left of all that shit.
And
just
probably
put him in. Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, he's wearing some kind of biohazard suit.
Okay, I like that.
And he is putting all this transparent green goo inside these containers with a skull on it.
Okay, that doesn't inspire you with confidence, I think.
No, he's like, looks rather alarmed, and goes, should I be here? Should I go get a suit like that? Am I going to die now? Well, what's this all? What's this gunk?
No. All this thing is just for show. But anyway,
What?
the ectoplasmic goo is not that harmful for the living, as long as
At
you're
least not
dead.
that you know of.
Right. I'm still gonna keep on this side of the door if that's fine. My shoes were pretty expensive. I didn't want to ruin them with this kind of gunk. No offense, of course.
No, none taken. That's fine.
Yeah, you guys don't really know each other, so.
And this is our first meeting. One guy in a biohazard suit and the other guy in a fancy suit going, we're two opposites. Yeah, don't worry about all this stuff. We were, exterminating a ghost in order to our generator, but yeah, it's just kind of gruesome. Like putting meat in a blender. It got everywhere.
Well, why don't you build a lid? Usually you put a lid on the blender before you put it on.
Well, she was a pretty big lady, so yeah, the lid
And the
didn't
ghost
fit.
was struggling, so you had to throw her in there really fast.
Indeed. And next time I'm gonna place a muffler on that lid or something.
Right. Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
But don't worry, I'm already working on some things to improve it, so actually the ghost can pass on and all the negative will be used as our energy.
That's pretty cool, actually.
A lot of ghost mumbo jumbo, you wouldn't understand anything of it.
Okay. And then he's like, asshole, in his head. No. Actually, he's like, what a condescending guy.
He's only 18.
Okay.
Yeah, smart ass kid.
Mm-hmm.
With a really heavy voice.
Actually, didn't we acknowledge that last time that Randy's kind of got?
Yes, kind
More or
of.
less.
Yeah, but you can't see it right now because of the biosuit.
Yeah, it's the hazmat suit. Yeah, he's kind of sarcastic all the time.
Okay. So let me get this right. I don't know Lisa's character, and I don't know Dallas, but I've been working with Randy before, yes?
No. You've
Right.
been working with Simon too. That's that's Dawa's character who's not here right now. He's the tech guy.
Okay. So it's just John that's not someone I know of.
No, it's
No,
just
you
me.
don't know Randy. That's Dreese's character. You probably heard of him, but you've actually never met him in person.
My bad. Right. He then looks about and goes, well, I'm gonna be at the office, gonna take care of some business, get a few phone calls to make. Maybe a couple more. You know how it goes. When you get an idea, you should capitalize on that. You don't know what kind of stuff you can make. Money, useful trades, contracts,
Wow, with your with your speech, I'm sure you make a lot of money.
Actually, I kind of do, and I'm somewhat adepted at trading and bartering.
Good for you. Now get out unless you want to be some horrible mutated she-demon. Anyway.
Right. I'm just gonna head off. And then he kind of points at his hand elsewhere. And then withdraws.
If you're looking for John, he's in the garden, probably becoming my grandfather.
Gross.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go have a talk with him later.
Actually, you see John coming down into the basement. He's got a taquito in one hand as he's wiping sweat off his brow with the other with a towel. Whoa, dude! The business dude. How you doing, dude? The business dude.
Business dude.
That's
you. You're like the business dude of the group, right? I remember you. We met that one time to like talk about the group, and it was awesome because you were like all businessy.
Yeah, we met. That is true.
Yeah. So hey, how you been, man?
Couldn't complain. Not really. Made some fairly lucrative deals while I was away. And you, and then he looks back over to the generator room, lowers his tone a bit and says, "Looks like you made a mess."
No. Okay, I did not know the shredder was gonna shred. Although thinking about it, it kind of makes sense, but still, I didn't know it was going to be that messy, dude. It was his thing. Him and Simon, they kind of made this thing, and it kind of did that thing, and it was awesome. But it was horrible. Yeah. But anyway, now that you're back, we can have some more fun. But the other guy, he's got something wrong in his head because of what happened, and now he's going to the shrink, and I hate the shrink. I want to karate chop the shrink, but I gotta keep my anger under control at the shrink, so I just need another job. Yeah.
Right. Another job.
Yeah, we've been meaning to get another job, because, like, the last job was awesome. We took on this fat opera singer who had the Banshee's wail that could, like, shatter windows. It was awesome. And now we want more.
I see. Well. And then he looks around the basement again. Clearly not impressed. Perhaps there is a way we can secure ourselves more venues of entrepreneuring. That was a terrible word.
Dude, okay, we don't need any more pants. We've got plenty. We need a job.
You don't need any more pants.
Pants? I don't. What?
You just said we need pantaloons. We don't need pants, goddammit. We need a job.
Alright, then perhaps I ought to get to work,
Yeah, business, dude. You set up the business thing and get us the job so that we can go in and kick some ghost ass. Yeah.
Indeed, I suppose I could phone in a few favors or call in some colleagues. Perhaps they'd know of something for us to do.
Actually, Nico, shouldn't you first, like, find them a better place of business? Or were you going to
Perhaps. Yeah, I was getting to that. I mean,
okay, cool.
Alright.
yeah, I'm working on it, man. Have some faith.
Sorry.
While you're making those calls, hey, sweetheart.
Oh, Grandma? Yes, John! And she
no.
flutters her eyelashes. What?
Well, she's
Grandma's a
upstairs.
widower.
She's upstairs. I'm downstairs.
A widow, I mean.
She'd- Yeah.
Widower.
No, she's a widow. She's a widow.
She's a black widow.
But yeah. Hey, sweetheart, do you have anything that would be like fancy for the business dude? For him to eat? I think he's probably hungry. And you make awesome stuff. And like, I know you can cook something up for him. Would you do that for me?
Doesn't have to be.
Oh,
fancy.
sure! I'll make him some horse doovers!
Oh,
Yeah, horse duvers. And make sure you get extra on the horse.
Sure thing, John! Yes, she meant
Thank-
hors d'oeuvre.
And then he
Hors
turns,
d'oeuvres.
Yes,
He
when she
turns
says
to
horse
Stefan.
doovers.
he turns to Stefan. Alright, so you're getting some horse derves. Awesome.
He's like, horse? What?
Don't worry. Sally makes the best stuff ever.
Okay, she's now called Sally.
Wait, what's her name?
Actually, I didn't give her a name besides Grandma Stevens, but she's now called Sally, apparently.
Well, that'd be Betty.
Okay, never mind. Retconned, it's Betty now. But don't change the name again.
Okay.
Agnes. No.
Yeah, Betty sounds better.
Okay.
In the meantime, okay, check this out. And he takes him over to where we have the footage and all the equipment set up, and he's going to show him what happened in the last one.
You want to take him
Alright.
to the office room or the conference room?
Both of them are shitty, so it
No,
doesn't matter.
the office room is like still decent. The equipment is not the best, but still decent. But the conference room is laughably poorly equipped.
Don't forget, we got
Okay.
a robot.
The office room.
Okay.
Oh
And
no.
then we-
Yeah, it's in the
we
workshop.
bump into- Yeah. By the way, we bump into Alpha on the way. Dude, Alpha, watch where you're going, buddy.
I'm very
Yeah,
sorry.
It's alright, dude. You're okay. Just be careful. By the way, Alpha, Stefan, Alpha. Alpha, this is the business dude we were talking about before.
Greeting, Mr. Business dude. And he literally moves very robotically, and he starts like poking you, and you think he's trying to give you a hand, but you're not certain. He might just be poking you.
Okay, let's just say that he's like, actually, my name is Stefan. I'd prefer to be called Stefan instead of this. And then he does the word business dude, quotation marks.
Acknowledged. Stored. Syntax error. Rebooting.
Oh, crap.
And he shuts
Hold
down.
on.
He shuts down.
He turns to Stefan. Hold on one moment. And then he turns back to Alpha.
He's rebooting.
Woosah. And he goes to karate chop him because it always helps.
Okay, roll athletics.
It always helps him when he reboots. Okay.
5.
Fine.
Oh, a 5. I was only seeing the 4. Okay, yeah. It's slightly... He falls down, but he boots up more quickly. Unfortunately, actually, we didn't acknowledge how he actually looked like. But let's say he's one of those robots on wheels. So yeah, now he has problems getting up.
my